What's up? Happy Thursday. I hope you had an amazing, productive day. I certainly have, and I'm happy to be able to be here with you guys and share some information with you or just have a talk with you, really. Um, I've just had some amazing conversations, really, some amazing, um, what's the word? Maybe awakening might be a word. I don't know. It's just like a renewal. I did just come back from vacation about a week ago, so anytime you can do that, um, that can give you a sense of renewal, right, and a sense of awakening. This particular vacation was different. And I've been on a lot of vacations, like I've just been blessed in that regard. I've gone to some incredible places. But this particular vacation was extra special to me. And I believe it's because I was fully present. A lot of times when you go on vacations, you've got, so many things to do. You've got excursions and you've got this and you've got that and you're meeting up with everybody. And it's just boom, boom, boom. The days can be filled so much with so much activity that before you know it, you're flying in and then you're flying out. You're happy the whole time, but it's just like, man, so much happened that the days go by fast. Well, these days, and it was 5 days, I soaked in every single day. I did some things with some friends. I did a lot of things on my own. And I really, really loved it. I went to, I had meals by myself. It was funny because when I would, walk in and they'd say, oh, how many, are you expecting? And I'm like, no, just me. Just you, senor? Yes, senorita. Yes, just me. And I loved it. I didn't spend a lot of time sleeping other than, regular sleep hours, right? I just explored, and this exploring was not only of the resort, but the exploring was here mentally and just being on the ocean and listening to the ocean and feeling the breeze and just being one with my thoughts, gave me so much clarity because prior to going on that vacation, there were a lot of things happening in my business life, and it was just things that were happening in my life. And I was just like, man, the chaos is real, right? And, I was doing a very good job of keeping things in perspective because I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's just experiences that I've gone through. But, you just get to a point in your life where you're like, you know what? You can't get caught up on the dumb stuff, right? You just cannot allow yourself to get caught up on the dumb stuff. There used to be a time when I would be pulled every which way because this person said that. Oh, let me try to fix that. This person said that. This person thinks this person. Well, honey, like I said, I don't know if it's a combination of wisdom, years, or you just at some point you just get tired of the nonsense and the foolishness. And it's like, look, this is not high school. I am not going to chase down what somebody says, right? This doesn't make sense. And so I was dealing with things like that, right? Like poof, be gone, right? But then the other thing was when the vacation happened, it allowed me to not only say poof, be gone to those negative thoughts that were coming into my head, but it also just allowed me to say poof, be gone to those negative thoughts and then to replace them, to have the time to be able to, be present and have the time to bring in that positive energy, those positive thoughts, the awakening. That's the only thing I can think of it, call it, is the awakening. It was like being a caterpillar, and you go in and then you form that cocoon around yourself. And that's how I felt like that vacation was. It was like wrapping myself in a cocoon, even though I was with some great people, right? But just wrapping myself in that cocoon and then chipping away a little bit. And then when I came back, it was like, hey, so I'm excited. But I say all that to say that, sometimes, and a lot of times, many of you, it may not be that easy to go on a vacation. It may not be. It just may not be feasible for whatever reason, work, business, whatever. And you don't have to go on a vacation to have that reawakening of your mind. There's a place that I go to mentally. I was telling somebody this yesterday, and it's a private place that I created in my mind when I need to maybe shut down during the day mentally. There might be a lot happening and it's just like, ooh, I need to go to my happy place. And so I've done this over the years, right? And I've created it so vividly in my mind that when I go there, you can't tell me I'm not really there. I'm experiencing the smells, the colors, you know, I'm seeing the textures. I know the feel of the chair. I know how the basket feels, how the basket looks, the green of the grass, the purple of the lavender fields, the whitest white. You know, I know what paint color it is. Like it's all there in my head. And I love it because it's almost like I'm hypnotized when I go to that space. And so I would suggest to you is to find that place where you can go to mentally. You know, there's a lot of talk about mental health, and unfortunately we see so many people that are just really struggling mentally, and they're, you know, doing erratic behavior, you know, suicide and all kinds of things, you know. And, you know, it's important to get some help for sure. You know, you want to get professional help. Don't try to take on, you know, if you're having those thoughts or you know someone is having those thoughts, make sure that they get professional help. You know, because we can really get overwhelmed, right? We can make everything can look good on the outside, but can really be feeling overwhelmed. And, you know, if you feel like you need professional help, please go get it. There's no shame in that, you know. But if you also feel like if you're not, you know, hopefully you're not thinking those thoughts, but life can just get overwhelming at times. What is your go-to place mentally that you can go to in the middle of the day? At the end of the day, in the morning, you know, find that space, find that place. That's part of self-care. A lot of times we talk about self-care and we think about, you know, the makeup, getting your makeup done, or the massages, which are important, you know, or hair and things like this. But a lot of times those self-care things don't have to be tangible things that you can reach out and touch or spend money on. It can be right here in your mind, you know. And so I just wanted to kind of come on here and just talk about that, you know, for a few minutes, because I think it's important to take care of yourself mentally, to be present, you know, in whatever you're doing. If it's your job, be present in your job. Don't just go to work just to collect a paycheck. Don't be that person that's just like, oh my God, another day. Like, don't. There's plenty of people who would love to have your job, right? There's plenty of people that would love to be able to have a paycheck coming in every week. Like, it's getting real out here in these streets, if you haven't recognized that. So if you have a job and you don't want to be in that job, do something about it. Don't just, you know, go in day out and be miserable. Do something about it. Put some things in place so where you can get out of that job, right? You can really design the type of life that you really want. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them think that the only plan that you have is to just, you know, be there for 40 years and you don't really want to be there. I'm not saying quit your job today, but make sure you put some things in place so that you can make that transition from your job. But in the meantime, while you're at your job, be fully present. You know, I don't care if you're just cleaning toilets, right? Be the best toilet cleaner and be present while you're doing it. Maybe you have a business that hasn't quite got off the ground like you thought it would be. You know, the average business fails within 3 to 5 years. Cut yourself some slack, right? Pat yourself on the back for stepping out there and doing what most people won't do. It's being an entrepreneur, you know. After every hardship, there's ease. So if you're suffering or dealing with hardship in your business right now, or hardship in your personal life, know that the ease is coming. There's 4 seasons for a reason, right? Right now, this might be your winter season where things just seem kind of bare and sparse, you know? But what happens after winter comes, right? The spring. Maybe you're in spring and you're having a great time. Things are going amazing for you. Know that winter's going to come. So be prepared now. Don't be panicking. Don't be fearful, but just be prepared now. Don't take anything or anyone for granted. Don't take any moments for granted. Get yourself in alignment with your Creator so that not only can you appreciate the greatness that's happening in your life right now, because you know when the lows come, because they do come. You don't want to just go to Him when you're in a low part of your life. You want to go to Him when you're in the what appears to be the best time of your life, right? But be present in everything that you do, in your job, in your relationships, right? In your businesses. Be present. Be fully present. You know, there's a saying, I've read it before, and I believe it's so true. You want to create a life that's so good that you don't have to take a vacation from it. You want to take vacations, right? Hey, we want to take vacations. Traveling is, amazing. But you don't want to create a life that you just can't wait to get rid of or get away from. And you're just like, oh my God, I can't wait till I go on vacation so I can get away from these people. That's no way to live. Because you're going to live in your life more than you're going to be living on vacation in most cases, right? So design a life, create a life that you don't need a vacation from. If you've got people in your surroundings, if you've got relationships that are not good for you, cut them off, be done. Life's too short. You don't want anybody in your circle that's not bringing you, great energy. Not that everybody has to be like, oh, super positive the whole time, but you don't need no drama. You don't need any kind of backbiting and gossiping, because I'm gonna tell you this: the people that are if they're gossiping and talking with you or talking to you about other people behind their backs, guess what they're doing when you're not around them? They're talking about you too. You don't need that kind of energy, right? And like I said earlier, if you're in a job that you're really not happy about, do some things about it. Do something about it. Make some transitions. Start looking at what you really want to do. Start looking at what you really have to do. Learn a new skill set. When is the last time you learned something for the first time? Right? Go make some things happen. If your business is in a place where you don't like it, take it to the next level. Maybe you need new mentorship. Maybe you need to, you should be doing this every day rather. Personal growth and development. What books are you reading? Who's pouring into you? What audios are you listening to? Right? What conversations are you having? It's your life. Go create the life that you want. So that's all I'm going to say right now. I wanted to keep this short, and it's getting late, and I've got some things to do. I've got an early morning tomorrow. So before I shut it down tonight, I just wanted to hop on here and just share those things that were on my mind. I hope you found some value from it. If you have, hit that thumbs up button. If you like to stay around and keep hanging out, my videos are not going to happen very often. So, and I know one of the keys to growing this channel is to have consistency, but I can consistently tell you that my videos will not be here very often, okay? But if you like to hang out so that when I do drop a video, you can get notification for it, so you can subscribe and hit the notification buttons. And I hope you have an amazing night.